Hello and welcome to Sarge's Custom Tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends retro-carded Secret Wars Black Suit Spider-Man, which is definitely my favorite version of Spider-Man, is the black suit. As you can see behind me here, I'm a big fan of Venom and Black Suit Spider-Man. I don't have every one of them, but he was quite easy to pre-order, so I got my hands on him. Here, I'll take a closer look at the box. I love the retro packaging. I'll probably end up reusing this card and just put one of my older Black Suit Spider-Mans in here just because I love the retro packaging. I love that they have the other figures in the line on the back like they used to. A lot of... I was around long enough ago to buy the original Secret Wars and the old Toy Biz X-Men stuff. Let's get him out of the box and take a closer look at the figure. In the box, he comes with this alternate head, squinty-eyed alternate head. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the little eyes. I might use it as an alternate on one of the other figures I got over here, but I don't know. He comes with a set of thwipping hands, and he comes with some wall-crawling hands. Secret Wars shield, directions on how to take this thing out of here. It's a shield. I mean, it's never going to get used on a figure, but it is a cool little kind of retro cool thing for collectors who were around back then. So for the figure, I'm pretty sure it's 100% reuse of this body. Yeah, pretty sure. Which this is the... Originally this was the first appearance Spider-Man body. This is the animated version. Yeah, other than the head, it's all reuse. Peg on the back. No, yeah, 100% reuse. So, close up on there. Pretty good head sculpt. I like the big eyes. Pretty good paint. I don't see any little paint scratches. The white down here is a little bit gray. Not so bad on the back either. Sculpt on the butterfly joints isn't great. I got a little scratch right there on the butterfly joint, just from probably from putting it in, but that's okay. No other scratches that I can see, and no other paint to be found. The joints are a little bit stiff. Here, let me show you this other head on the body. So I don't love that. They're like too small. If they were eyes that were like too close. If they were eyes that were more like this, like those are bigger than those are. I'd like that better for an alternate head. But I don't think I'm going to use this anywhere. It's kind of cool looking. It's different, but just not what I want for my Black Suit Spider-Man. I like the real big white eyes. Anyway, as far as articulation goes, head's on the classic hinge, ball hinge. So up and down. The only tilt you get is just on the ball and rotation. Butterfly joints on both sides. Don't have a ton of range, but you get some. Full rotation. Arm doesn't get much past that point right there. Not even quite up to horizontal. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows look and function really well. Swivel hinge wrists. You get the ball joint in the mid torso, which is pretty It's not great, but it's not terrible. And then it has the inverted ab crunch, which, you know, it's functional, but I don't love it. I wish they would just do two ball pegs. Double ball pegs would be great there. The hips do not have a drop down, I don't think, so that's good. I don't like the drop downs. He doesn't get, well, that's not bad range. It's pretty good for a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I think we can probably get a little bit better. Maybe I'll chop out some of the top of the leg there. Pretty good forward kick. Good looking and functional double jointed knee. Now thigh swivel and a shin swivel, which it's really great to have a shin swivel on a Spider-Man, but obviously it doesn't look very good. It breaks up the sculpt quite a bit. I always want a boot swivel with a hinge and rocker ankle, but unfortunately for Spider-Man, these ones just, they don't look very good. Before I do anything, we will I'm not going to do any comparison shots with other companies because I'm sure you all have Marvel Legends, but I will kind of stand him up next to some of the older Spider-Man figures in case you don't have this body. So here he is with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man body, and this is the Pizza Spidey body. If I had to pick between these three, this is my favorite one just because I don't like, in my opinion, Spider-Man shouldn't be so bulky. Definitely muscle tone, but not so bulky as this one. And I don't mind the Pizza Spidey body. I prefer a slender Spider-Man, but this one is just obviously aged. I think I used this Carnage head and hands to make it kind of like a symbiote Spider-Man turned into Venom, so it works well for that because he's so skinny. He's, you know, kind of alienified. Okay, here he is with the Venom on the Hyperion body and the older Hasbro. I think this was a Quicksilver body originally. I can't remember, but I love the paint on here. The additional blue paint looks really nice, but the articulation on this guy is just a bit of a mess. I don't mind the ball hinge hips, but he just has hinged ankles with a swivel. They don't actually rocker, so his ankles are kind of useless. And here he is with some Toy Biz, the original Toy Biz Black Suit Spider-Man, 6-inch Black Suit Spider-Man, and the original Toy Biz Venom, which was on the Sabretooth body. And here he is with the movie Venom body, and I want to say this is a Toy Biz Venom body actually, but I swapped the arms with the Marvel Select Venom to make kind of, this is my preferred monster Venom as opposed to the ones that Hasbro officially released. Okay, so only thing I'm going to do on this is kind of the same thing I do with most of my Spider-Man figures. I'm going to trim a little bit out of his hip to get him hopefully to a full split. It's not actually touching in there, so I should be able to get a little bit better range out of it. But I warmed up the body, so I can just pull these off. So essentially what I'm going to do, I don't know if I can get to a point where I can actually see the channel in there good enough. So there's this channel here, and it stops on the top of his hip. And I'm just going to use a hobby knife and just cut a little tiny bit out of the top of that. So that hopefully, because this is just running into the peg, so you should be able to get a little bit better range if I just trim a little bit out of there. And with it warmed up, it should cut through pretty easily. I'm going to still go slow and cut carefully because I don't want to cut my finger. And Don't need very much to get to where it would be an actual full split. Where's that at? And then now I'm just going to kind of poke through where I cut. There you go. So just making that channel a little bit longer, and it shouldn't loosen the ball up any because the ball's further in. And this is also, his hips don't stick out so wide as some other Spider-Mans do, so you really can't even see that in there. And there you go. It's not a huge difference, but in certain poses it helps. You can kind of see the difference there. So we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Alright. Like I said, it doesn't affect how tight the ball is in there because the ball goes in further. Still pretty solid. Now I can get almost a full split, not quite still, but better than it was. And I feel like it just gives you some better range to do a little bit more hip movement. They're getting better. This one is one of the better ones. Let's see, I don't know if I did it on this. I didn't do it on this guy. And you can see there, like, he doesn't even get out to 45, even with the drop down hip. But yeah, anyway, this is a good figure. It's the best black suit Spider-Man that I own. I like all the retro carded figures. They're usually, I like the packaging for sure, but they tend to do a little bit, you know, I don't know, it seems like they do a little bit extra with the figures. I like this whole Secret Wave was pretty good. This is the only one that I got, but that whole wave was pretty cool. Definitely worth picking up this guy. He's a good Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I like, this is my favorite Spider-Man body for sure. This is my favorite red and blue that I own. So not much of a surprise that the same body would be my favorite black suit Spider-Man. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what customs you've worked on lately, or if there's anything that you've seen in the background of one of my other videos that you'd like a explanation on. I put a lot of customs in the background of videos so that you guys can kind of check them out and maybe get some ideas. Side note to that question, do you like seeing all the stuff in the background, or is it too busy for the video? Does it subtract from what I'm trying to do with the actual video because the background is too busy? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching Sarge's Custom Tutorials.